I did. Yes, I did.
Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roller.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Hello, and welcome to Sonoma for the Valued Alliance Racing League here with the Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash. Greg Thielsen up in the booth, just taking a look around the racetrack. Some of the drivers out there getting the last few minutes left in practice. Want to give a big thank you to all our sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you to Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, and Push the Edge. Want to give a big thank you to all Valued Alliance Racing's partners and sponsors over at Grace & Co. Trucking, Dizzy Kills, Christian's Dream, Gem City Goon, 333 Jackson, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, McDowell Homes, Mr. Dakota Racing, and DP Creations. Thank you for everything you partners and sponsors allow us to do. Looking forward to an exciting race here at Sonoma. Let's pull up our race info. 40 laps here is our race distance here for the Valued Alliance Racing League here with the ARCA cars. It is a 1.96 mile racetrack. First road course of the season here. Got to take on Echo Park and Daytona. Looking forward to a great race here from Sonoma. A lot of these guys, talked to them before we got in up to the booth. A lot of these guys not very experienced road course racers, so expect to see a few guys really stand out here tonight. Really excited to get this thing rolling. About 4 minutes left in practice. Believe they got a 5-minute or 10-minute qualifying. Super excited to bring you the action here at Sonoma. Take a look at that drag strip right in front of pit road there. Fortunately, only me up in the booth. I was supposed to be joined by a guest here tonight, but unfortunately not able to make the call. So you get me here tonight. Get to check out the Sonoma race here with the Valued Alliance Racing League. Once again, thank you to Fearless Broadcasting having me up here in the booth, bringing you the action here. VAR absolutely bringing the action all season so far. Great kickoff to the season. Looking forward to expand that here with their first road course race at Sonoma. One of the big key storylines will be the last corner. I think it's corner number 14. I think it's 14. But the tight hairpin corner there at the end of the track. Right as you're entering pit lane there. Gonna be an interesting spot tonight. Hopefully no big stack-ups right here in that hairpin. As we take a look at Brendan Kleindienst in that 21, making some laps out there. Trying to get the most out of these last few laps of practice here. Jump through up on top, currently in practice. Currently is Ben Ryan, number 67 Chevrolet here, Elite Motorsports. Looking strong in practice. Quite a few laps out here. Most laps out of anybody. And he did get a 114.53, about 0.3 of a second faster than that 77 of Michael Quick. Sitting there in second in that 77 Chili's machine. Hopefully, Carson winning this weekend over there at Talladega gives him some luck in this 77 Ride the Dente Chili's hot rod. At least Michael Quick is hoping so here tonight, I'm sure. Casey Wynn in that 05 sitting on pit road. Currently sitting in third. Stephen Page sitting in fourth in that 56, also sitting in pit road. In the top 5, that number 40 Skittles machine of Dakota Isgreg. First Ford there on the board. That 40 Ford Mustang of Dakota Isgreg. Go Chevy, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, top 5 currently. Jump back out. Andrew Smithson in that 6th position in that number 4 Ford Taurus. Roush sponsored here at Sonoma tonight. So you see that. Oh, hard lick there in practice for Andrew. Jump back to that 7th spot with that 38 Dirty Mo race car here of Chad Smith. Chevrolet SS out here tonight. James Kaufman, Tyler Manning both sitting in pit road. Got the 98 of Eric Capithorn rounding out our top 10 here in practice. Excited to get qualifying underway here. Let's drop our scoreboard because not going to need that until they start putting down some laps here. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. I want to give a big thank you to all of our sponsors. Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, and Push the Edge. Big thank you to Valued Alliance Racing League sponsors over at Grace & Co. Trucking, Dizzy Kills, Christian's Dream, Gem City Goon, 333 Jackson, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, McDowell Homes, Mr. Dakota Racing, and DP Creations. Thank you for everything you let us do out here. As we get ready for these cars to start taking their first qualifying laps around this Sonoma Raceway. Cycle through a few cars, keep it exciting. That number 12 of Dylan Grace over here, the 05 Casey Wynn, jumping back on with that 67 of Ben Ryan now as he goes to take that green flag here. Let's go ahead, jump on board with Ben Ryan for his qualifying lap here. And let's pop up some telemetry, see what he does with this thing. Ryan Hunter, number 27 here. See what he can get done in qualifying. Little bit off the track, up the uphill. Not too bad. Over the curbs, nice and easy here. Just trying to get a solid first lap down. Nice and wide, entering that cross back to the right here through the S's. Back on the power heavy there. As we approach back to the hairpin, coming into that final turn. As we see down to second gear, coming through the hairpin over on that telemetry. Coming back for his first time lap here. Take one more lap here with Ryan Hunter. Great shot on board here with him. Down past the Toyota sign, uphill through turns 1 and 2. Only one lap. Only doing one lap there was Ryan Hunter. Let's take a look back out. Michael Quick sitting in second position currently in that number 77. Out here making his second attempted lap. Running through the gears, you see third gear coming through the S's here. What an exciting driving style. A lot of these drivers are going to have to adapt. As I talked about, not many of these drivers being road course racers. Mainly oval drivers here coming down pit road. In a hurry there, Michael Quick. That 21 Brendan Kleindest also out there. So let's give you a quick top 10 qualifying. Ben Ryan on the top spot right now. Michael Quick sitting second. Dakota Isgreg sitting third. Casey Wynn in fourth. Rounding out that second row currently. Stephen Page, Chad Ross, in that third row. Tyler Barnes and Tyler McDowell. Looks like the Tyler row back there in row 4, 7th and 8th. And rounding out that top 10, P9, James Kaufman and Andrew Smith in P10 currently. And the rest of our field, Gary Miller, Dylan Grace in that P12, Brennan Clendice, Jack Wilkinson, Eric Copperthorne, Tyler Manning, Jeremy Keltner, Joe Townsend, Ryan Hunter, and Jeremy Moose. And drivers not taking a lap so far, Blake Viken, oh my gosh. And we will see our drivers begin to grid up for this 40-lap race here around Sonoma for the Valued Alliance Racing ARCA series here. Run through our starting grid here. Oh, wrong button. That's that grid. Let's do our scrolling grid here. Ben Ryan starting off on that top spot. Michael Quick to his outside on row number 1. Dakota Isgreg rolling off P3. Casey Wynn rolling off P4. Row 2. Row 3 will be Stephen Page and Chad Ross. P5, P6 in that 56 and 38 machines. Tyler Barnes, Tyler McDowell. The row of Tylers here, row 4. James Kaufman, Andrew Smith. Rounding out that top 10, row 5. Gary Miller and Dylan Grace will be on row 6, P11, P12 here tonight. Brendan Kleindenst and Tyler Manning, row 7, P13, P14 here. Blake Viken. Oh my gosh. Blake Viken. Jeremy Moose and Curtis Grant. Brandon Biggs rolling off row 10, P19, Joe Townsend, P20 here. We do have Jack Wilkinson, Jeremy Keltner in P21, P22, row 11. And rounding out our field, Ryan Hunter in that P23 position, row 12. Excited to get this thing started off here. Let me do a quick commercial break as they get through pacing. We will be right back.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Johnny Kite's going to get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
And we're back. Pace car is off. Valued Alliance Racing about to go green flag here at Sonoma. Ben Ryan and Michael Quick leading us to this green flag here. Getting into
Green
the
flag.
Echo Park restart zone. Green flag is out. And I do want to let everybody know only local cautions here tonight, so I will have to jump back and watch a few of these battles as they progress. If some incidents do take place, I definitely will have to be bouncing around a little bit. But that is all right here. Field spreading out through lap 1. Quite a bit of these cars single filing out, not wanting to fight too hard. This side-by-side battle, the 21 and the 88 there, that 21 Brendan Kleindenst, side by side with that 88 Jack Wilkinson as they work themselves out. That 21 of Brendan Kleindenst looking to drop back a little bit, get single file back out, get in his rhythm here. Looks like that's his opportunity. Let's check back out front. Ben Ryan out with the lead, starting on pole here, out to the early lead. Michael Quick you're behind. Excuse me, sorry. Back here, Ben Ryan leading Michael Quick in that 77, that 67 out in front. Dakota Isgreg, that Skittles number 40, sitting there in third position. That 05 Casey Wynn sitting up in fourth. The top 5 rounded out by that 56 of Stephen Page. Tyler Barnes in that 3 up a position past the 38 of Chad Ross there. That number 3 looking to move forward. Want to give a big thanks to everybody out in the chat. I did hear earlier, go team him, number 40, 27, and number 12. What's up, fellas? I heard that number 27 is running a Fearless paint. Okay. Gonna have to stop and check that one out as we watch that 38 getting passed by that 69 of Tyler McDowell. Great pass by that 69. Locking that right front up, coming through the hairpin there just a little bit. Hopefully that 69 not paying the price for that one later. Jump back here through the hairpin. Great looking cookout machine, number 78, Tyler Manning. I heard Goose saying good luck. Thank you, Goose. I appreciate that, boss. Let's go, Blake Viken. Hear that getting screamed out in chat. Oh, Joe Townsend making his way out. Few laps down. I don't think he got connected in time, but that number 30, Joe Townsend, able to make his way out onto the racetrack. Our leader, Ben Ryan, not too far behind him, looking to put him another lap down there. Viken. Yep, Blake Viken. Sorry about that. Go Viken in the chat. Michael Quick has got some speed in Sonoma. Might come down to the wire. At number 77, chasing down the 67 of Ben Ryan up front currently. As we hit lap 4 here, quite a few cars still very close battling. That 4 of Andrew Smith and this 15 of Gary Miller. 2 of the closest cars on track, including that 13 of James Kaufman, right on that 15's back door. Tightest battle on track right here. That battle for 10th, Gary Miller, and that 15th. Andrew Smith up in the 4, in that 9th position. Looking to break into that top 10, Gary Miller in there. Looking to break into the single digits. In that 9th position. Started off 11th, up a spot. Our biggest mover so far is Eric Copperthorne. Currently up 4 spots. Starting in that 16th spot up to 12th. 98 car making his way forward 4 laps into this thing. Great job by Eric there. Having a good run. So I heard that 27's got a Fearless paint job on there tonight. Good looking ride out there for Ryan Hunter in that 27. See Fearless Broadcasting up on the hood. Big thank you to Ryan giving us the shout out on that hood. Car looks great. Love the chrome red 27 for that Hems Motorsports, along with that 40 and the number 12. 32 going off track. Looks like the number 5 off track. Let's take a look back. Oh. What's this 5 going off track look like? Let's take a look at this. Number 17, okay. Was that number 17 cooking it just a little hard out into the grass. Able to keep it off of anything. Able to rejoin back on. Let's take a look back at this one. That number 9, Jeremy Keltner, finding himself coming up the hill. Andrew Smith having an incident, it told me. See what incident Andrew Smith in that number 4 had. Getting it sideways. Coming into the S's. And luckily no contact. Just getting turned around there. Awesome. Jump back out front. Ben Ryan still out ahead. Michael Quick in second. Dakota Isgreg moving up the field. Tyler Barnes up 3 currently. Take a look back at that number 3, up 3 into that 4th spot, making his way around that 56 of Stephen Page. That's a good looking hot rod, that number 3 car. Gotta love it. Once again, thank you for stopping by Fearless Broadcasting. Wow, I definitely thought that 30 of Joe Townsend was gonna make some contact with Tyler Barnes there. Luckily, able to avoid that. Thank you for stopping by Fearless Broadcasting. Greg Tilson up in the booth. Want to give a big thank you to the series sponsors here at Valued Alliance Racing. Want to give a big thank you to Grayson Co. Trucking, Dizzy Kills, Christian Stream, Gem City Goon, 333 Jackson, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, McDowell Homes, Mr. Dakota Racing, and DP Creations. And thank you for everybody that lets us do what we do here at Fearless Broadcasting. Our partners and sponsors at Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Enterprise, and Fearless Tennis Shop. Also, thank you, Push the Edge. Want to give a big thank you to all those, excuse me. Oh my gosh, why? Thank you. So sorry about that. My cup just fell. Gotta have at least one mess up during the stream, of course. Wouldn't be me if it didn't have one little mistake. Ben Ryan still out ahead here. What a race we got going on lap 8 here. Lap 20 will be that first stage break. Car around that 88. Oh no, 88 of Jack Wilkinson finding himself turned around there. Let's take that back. Oh, let's take it back further. All right, we're gonna have to take it back further than that. Luckily, nobody getting major damage there. Just getting loose coming up the hill. No contact with anyone. Oh my, that 15 coming so close to making contact. Luckily, no contact, no harm, no foul. Back to driving straight. Trying to keep it on the racetrack here. That is that number 88, Jack Wilkinson. Started off in that 21 position, currently 22nd. Hanging in there. As we see a side by side. Brandon Biggs looks to be a little bit off pace in that 23 Ford Mustang. Down 2 spots, just giving a little bit of space to some of these faster drivers, it looks like. Great job by Brandon Biggs there. Take a look around. Many of these battles not very close now. A lot of these gaps starting to open up here. Gonna go to a scenic view. Gonna do a little bit of a crank it up here. Let you hear the horsepower of those Ilmore motors out here in the ARCA series. Let me go ahead and give you a crank it up. Great job by these drivers out here tonight. Off track, able to regain it. Believe that was the 23 of Brandon Biggs. Able to keep that car straight. See a few cars with some crashes. Let's see Blake Viken. See if we can't take a look at this. Number 18, Blake Viken. I don't see that one. See Dakota is Greg in that number 40. See if we can't see what it told me his crash was. That was no crash that I saw. Number 17 of Jeremy Moose. Off track just a little bit, it said. No, I didn't see any of that though. Okay. Gotta love it. Few incidents happening here. As the laps wind down, one more top 10 rundown real quick. Ben Ryan, Ben out front. Started first, currently first. running away with this thing here so far. 30 laps to go. 11 laps led here. 29 as he crosses the line. And Ben with that Elite Motorsports squad sitting out front. Michael Quick in that 77. Back in that 7-second position. Passing that number 9 of Jeremy Keltner, who finds himself a few laps down. 77 starting off in that second spot. Michael Quick staying in that position so far. See if this stage break at lap 20 can get him a little bit closer. Maybe he can get some fresh air and put his nose down beside Ben Ryan. Get things to start heating up here a little bit. Jumping back to third, Dakota Isgreg in that number 40 Skittles machine. Currently third, started in that third spot. Not much action up front so far. Our first mover of tonight here is that Tyler Barnes, number 3, up to the 4th position. Started in 7th here tonight. Look forward to Tyler also making some moves forward once we catch this stage break up 3. Possibly able to get a few more. That 56 Stephen Page, that Bud machine in the top 5. Having a good night for him. Chad Ross in that number 38, sitting in the 6th position. A lot of Chevys up here up front. The only Ford that I've seen we've talked about so far, that 40 Dakota Isgreg series, looks like it's pretty heavily dominated by that bow tie Chevrolet. Do got Toyota and Ford representation here, but big presence for Chevrolet. If they got a manufacturer's championship, I think Chevy would be a hard team to beat in this series here. Tyler McDowell in this 69, sitting in 7th position. Looking to make up some ground to that 38 Chad Ross up there. That number 9 is still in between that Jeremy Keltner number 9. Looking to make his way past. James Kaufman currently trying to get around that 21 car. Sitting in that 8th position in his 13 hot rod. Army on the hood. 13 car Premier Racing setups on the side, I see. Army on the hood. Gary Miller in that 15, sitting back in 9th position. That Elite Motorsports hot rod is battling with that 98 of Eric Copperthorne. That 98, our first Toyota of the night. Started off in 16th up to 10th. Almost our biggest mover, up 6 for the night so far. Coming to 7 to go to the stage end. Tyler Manning in that 11th spot in that 78 cookout machine. What a great looking hot rod. I do think if I had to say, that's got to be my favorite paint scheme out here tonight. The black, the red, the white. I'm a big cookout fan. Gotta love those ranch chicken wraps. Oh man, gotta love it. Once again, thank you for stopping by live here with us. If you're checking us out on the recording, appreciate you stopping by, watching this Valued Alliance Racing League ARCA Series take on Sonoma for the Fearless Broadcasting. Sonoma dashed the 98 around off the nose of the 15 there. Caught that one live. 78, Tyler Manning making his way past both cars. Gives him a little help into this stage break. Hopefully not much damage there. Also, I did see that Curtis Grant crashed here a few laps back. Let's see if we can't see what happened here. Take a look back. That 32 Curtis Grant. Coming through the hairpin here. He looks okay. Might have just caught the wall out here on exit. Up, getting the car sideways. Getting turned around in that space in the hairpin there. Able to get that car back rolling. All right, continuing our stroll through the field. That number 18, Blake Veakin. That Toyota Camry. Sitting in 11th position, up 4 right now. Having a good night for himself. Do you think that says Blade Pink? Or Black Pink on the side of his hot rod? That's one good looking hot rod as well for Blake Veakin in that number 18. Andrew Smith in that number 4 Ford Mustang Roush sponsored machine. Another great looking car there for Andrew. Gotta love these spec maps. I love the chrome on this 15 of Gary Miller. Losing that spot to the number 12 of Dylan Grace. Finding his axe-powered Target Chevrolet SS past the number 15 there. Great job by him. Jumping back to 15th here. That 05, another Toyota Hasey Win. And that number 05. Kilo Machine, Velo. Jumping back out front. The battle for the lead might be heating up. I do see that 77 Michael Quick bearing down on that 67 of Ben Ryan. 4 laps to go. 3 once we cross the line here to the stage break. Exciting racing throughout the field. Let's go ahead and bring up our race recap before we hit our stage break. Lap 18 of 40. All green flag laps here. Only local cautions. No full course cautions here tonight at Sonoma. For the Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash. Valued Alliance Racing. Want to give a big thank you to Grayson Co. Trucking, Dizzy Kills, Christian's Dream, Gem City Goon, 333 Jackson, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, McDowell Homes, Mr. Dakota Racing, DP Creations. Thank you for being partners and sponsors of Valued Alliance Racing. Want to give a big thank you to all our sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Want to give a big thank you to Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, Push the Edge, and Fearless Broadcasting. Once again, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Thank you guys for having me up here. 2 laps to go as Ben Ryan comes to the start finish here. Still with a commanding lead out front of that 77, Michael Quick. Still unable to give him any sort of fight here yet. Hoping this stage break gives him a little bit of fresh tires maybe. A little bit of extra speed. Get that air beside him. See a race for this race lead. Once again, before this stage break ends, let's do that top 10 for you. Ben Ryan out front. Michael Quick, Dakota Isgreg, Tyler Barnes, Stephen Page, Shad Ross, Tyler McDowell, James Kaufman, Tyler Manning, and Blake Veakin up to that top 10 position. Up 5 now. Great looking paint scheme, that number 40 of Dakota is Greg. First Ford out here, sitting in that third position. See a very damaged number 9 there. Jeremy Kellner.
Spin. Caution, caution.
Yellow has been thrown. Do believe that will be our stage break here tonight. Ben Ryan taking it home. Let's pull that back up. Be our stage finish here. Ben Ryan, Michael Quick, Dakota Isgreg, Tyler Barnes, Stephen Page, Chad Ross, Tyler McDowell, James Kaufman, Tyler Manning, and Blake Viken, all in the top 10 coming to this stage break end. Let me go ahead and cut to a quick commercial break. We will be right back.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel. Control.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Back here live at Sonoma, we see all the race cars diving down pit lane, to be expected during this stage break. All these leaders electing to take pit stops here. Probably all gonna take 4 tires if I had to take a guess. Saw in chat, John Eddie Hodges, Greg got an NIL deal with Cookout. Man, do I wish. Hey, Cookout, if you got somebody listening, go ahead, hit the DM button, hit my phone number. You can find me on Facebook. Any way you want to find me, Cookout, I got you. Those ranch chicken wraps, man, they're great. Absolutely awesome. You heard it here first. The burgers, absolutely banging. Michael Quick, first car off pit lane there, beating that 67. Saw it here live. Great job by that 77 team. That 67 losing 3 spots at least there on pit road. Not what he wanted to have happen. Unfortunately, Ben Ryan back down to 4th. Might have been some pit strategy involved there. Not 100% sure. But 77 team getting it done on pit road. Pace lights still on. Looks like we might go around one more time. These cars going to be getting that wave around. Gonna be one more time around. Let's go ahead and bring our tower back down. Starting off front, that 77 getting out front on pit road. Dakota Isgreg in that 40 going to be to his outside. Tyler Barnes starting off P3 in that inside row. Ben Ryan back to fourth, leading all night. Gonna shake things up quite a bit here. Chad Ross, Stephen Page sharing that third row. Tyler Manning, James Kaufman in the fourth row. Casey Wynn and Andrew Smith sharing row 5 there. About to get that one to go as we come to the green. This time, I do believe pace lights will extinguish this time. Extinguish? Extinguish? I don't know. Do you English much, Greg? I don't know. I don't. Yep, as we watch those cars take a wave around there. Do believe that was the 17 of Jeremy. Nope. I don't know who else it was, but all right. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here with the Valued Alliance Racing League ARCA Series here at Sonoma for the Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash. All right, chat. Who do we got to win this thing? We have reached halfway. Stage break. Ben Ryan in that 67 led a bunch of laps. Every lap until that stage break. Bad break on some pit cycles. Let me know in chat, who do you got to win this thing here tonight, folks? Thank you to all our partners and sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting. Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, and Push the Edge. Thank you to all Valued Alliance Racing partners and sponsors at Grace & Co. Trucking, Dizzy Kills, Christian's Dream, Gem City Goon, 333 Jackson, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, McDowell Homes, Mr. Dakota Racing, and DP Creations. In chat, number 77, Chili's Cars got it. Well, if this past weekend and Carson Hocevar at Talladega's got anything to say about it, that 77 will be finding himself in victory lane here tonight. Only time will tell. 20 laps down here. This was that stage break. Looking forward to go back green flag racing here. Our only caution for 3 laps. Michael Quick out front, lap 23. 16 to go when they come to the line. Michael Quick, Dakota Isgreg bringing us to this green flag here. Greg Chilson, Fearless Broadcasting, bringing you the Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash. Green flag back out after stage 1. Michael Quick in that 77 out to the front. Early, Dakota Isgreg in that 7 to his inside, not giving up that inside line easily. Ben Ryan all over Dakota's back bumper there. Ben wanting to find himself back out front as quickly as he can. The 40 now side by side with that 3 of Tyler Barnes as they come down the hill through the rumble strips. See what these boys can do. Whoops, wrong button. Great side-by-side battle of that 3 and 40 still. The 3 sideways through the grass. Back on the track. Right in front of that 05. of Casey Wynn, able to recover that number 3 Tyler Barnes, able to keep that car straight. What a piece of driving by Tyler there. Wow. Coming down to the hairpin. Michael Quick with a big lead here, trying to get out front, make pace, build a lead, and just check out here. The 05 sideways coming through turn 1. What a big slide that 05 had there. Nice recovery by him. I saw another car 30 sideways. Wow. Let's take a look back at that. What happened there for that number 30 Joe Townsend? Not quite sure. See if we can't pull that back up. Townsend coming down, getting ready to go back through the uphill. Car gets light on the back end and just snaps. Unable to recover the slide. Gets sideways. Hopefully no one making contact, sliding back out into the grass. Great job by him, staying out of everybody's way. Getting back on track. Awesome. What a race here. 16 laps left here at Sonoma for the Fearless Broadcasting Dash at Sonoma, or the Sonoma Dash. Cars absolutely single file throughout the field. None of these drivers want to get into an accident with so few laps remaining. Looks like Gary Miller passing that 12 car for the 11th position. Number 77, Michael Quick, still out front. The 67 and 40 battling for that second position. Ben Ryan off the track. Dakota Isgreg sideways in the grass. Ben Ryan still unable to catch the car. Casey Wynn in that 05, nearly avoiding Ben Ryan. Wow. What a moment. That 77, exactly what he wanted to see. Nobody on his back bumper now. That 3 inheriting that second position. Tyler Barnes up 5 for the night now. What a moment for that 67 Ben Ryan. And that number 40 of Dakota Isgreg. Very unfortunate turn of events right there. Saw it live. Side by side battling. Looks like another accident here. Brendan Kleindemst and Joe Townsend getting together here. Let's see what happened. Coming down into the hairpin. And the 21 getting very loose. Coming around the 30. Just nowhere to go. Collected up in the mess. Not what you wanted to see there. That 05 making some progress. Casey Wynn, that first Toyota there, sitting in that third position. Looking on that number 3's back door of Tyler Barnes. Trying to get into that second spot. Jump back. Tyler McDowell. Side by side with Chad Ross. Nope. That is James Kaufman in the 13, sorry. James Kaufman pulling a nice little switch back there. Nice little crossover through the hairpin. Taking the wide approach, getting the run back out of the hairpin. Great job, Tyler McDowell. There with McDowell Homes on his hood. Definitely make sure you go check them out. Valued sponsor of the series. Number 18, Blake Veakin in that Toyota, sitting there in 18th, up 8 for the night currently. Still our biggest mover here tonight. Having a really great race. Maybe not a good qualifying attempt there before, but during the race pace, able to make some passes there. Work his way up front. Blake Viken having a great night. Ben Ryan recovering back to the 8th position. Fortunately, through the grass there with Dakota Edgegreg. Luckily kept that thing straight. Tyler Manning, that number 78 cookout machine. Yeah, I will say it. Looking at most of these hot rods, that's my favorite. Let me hear you guys. Who's your favorite paint job out here tonight at Sonoma with 12 laps to go for the Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash here at the Valued Alliance Racing League ARCA Series here at Sonoma. Yep, that's just my paint scheme. It's got the gold, it's got the black, it's got the red, a little bit of white mixed in there. That's just my colors, man. I love that scheme. And I like cookout. I'll say it again, that ranch chicken wrap, you gotta try it. If you have not gone to cookout and tried a ranch chicken wrap, you have to go try it. Tyler Barnes off the racetrack. Let's see what happened here for that number 3 sitting in that second position. Lost that spot to the 05 of Casey Wynn out into the grass. Able to keep that car straight. No damage. Just a little ride through the grass. Getting those tires a little dirty. Say no harm, no foul on that one. See some side-by-side racing here. Ben Ryan looking to make his way up forward. Definitely one of the fastest cars here tonight so far. The 18 sideways off his nose. Luckily, no damage for him right there. Wow, Blake Viken locking that right front up and getting it sideways in front of that Elite Motorsports number 67 of Ben Ryan. Not what Ben was wanting to see there. He's wanting to make a charge forward. Luckily, Aero not making too much of a difference out here, but definitely don't want that suspension hurt on a road course. About to DoorDash cookout. Hey, cookout, got you a sale right here on the broadcast. Make sure you go get one of those ranch chicken wraps. The corn dogs are good. The burgers are banging. Any way you like it. You know, I'm going to get mine with some tomato, some lettuce, ketchup, mayo, and some cheese. Michael Quick in that 77. Big lead out front now. 5.9 seconds. 5.9 second lead for that 77. Michael Quick, 10 laps to go here. About to hit single digits once we break in to that next lap. That 23. Brandon Biggs pulling wide, letting the leader pass. Great job by him. Trying to just survive and finish his race out. Big shout out to you, buddy. Getting it done out here with that Whiskey Ridge 23 machine. Not having the night he wanted, but definitely making the laps count, getting some practice, getting reps for the rest of the season. Definitely what you want to see here. Part of these drivers' progression. Andrew Smith off track. Let's take a look at that. Number 4 Ford Mustang Roush, sponsored of Andrew Smith. Getting a little light over the uphill into the grass, just a little bit. No harm, no foul. That one, not bad. Blake Viken involved in an accident here. See what happened here. Hopefully, maybe just spun out over the rumble strips. Maybe got a bad bounce. Nope, just deep off into the grass. Nope, rumble strips loose, off track, into the wall hard. Blake Viken in the 18. Not what you wanted to see here. Not many laps left. Not much time for that crew to get that one fixed for the number 18, Blake Viken. Fortunate turn of events. So I am going with the peanut butter Hershey, or the Reese's peanut butter, I think it is. Is it a Reese's peanut butter or peanut butter chocolate kind of deal? That's my shake go-to if I'm gonna order me up some Cookout. I forget what it's called. I don't go enough. We got some here out over in Chattanooga. I gotta go over to Chattanooga and get it. I'm about an hour out from Chattanooga, so little drive to go get some, but hey, Cookout is worth the drive. 77 car still out front, 8 laps to go. Michael Quick with a big advantage. I don't know if I was a betting man, I was putting on that 67 to Ben Ryan early. Led all the laps up till the stage break. Getting those positions there under caution. One of the biggest moves here for that number 77 Michael Quick out front here tonight. Top 10 rundown. Casey Wynn in that 05 sitting there in second position. Tyler Barnes in the number 3 sitting in third. Ben Ryan back up to 4th after the spill, down to 8th or 9th. Making his way back forward. Maybe he's got some late race pace to get back up ahead. I don't know if he's got enough time. 12-second gap from first to second now. That gap was just building. We will see what happens there. Chad Ross back in 5th in that number 38. Dakota Isgreg in 6th in that number 40 Ford Mustang. First Ford here. Tyler McDowell sitting there in 7th. Also Chevrolet powered with that McDowell Holmes Chevy. James Kaufman in that number 13 sitting in 8th. Stephen Page sitting in 9th in that number 56 Budweiser machine. And rounding out our top 10, Tyler Manning in that 78 Cookout hot rod there. It's like black and gold, but black and yellow. Black and yellow, black and yellow. I don't know. Maybe. Coming down, 6 laps to go once we cross the line. Michael Quick out front. Let's jump aboard his machine, see what he's taking a look at out here. Let's go a lap with our race leader, Michael Quick, in that 77. That was a lap with our race leader in that number 77, Michael Quick. Heard it in the chat. That number 77 is going to win. Think if you were a betting man, should have put some money on that one there, Mr. John. Having a great run. 6-second lead out to Casey Wynn in that 05. Another 3-second back from that would be that 67 Ben Ryan, who led so many laps here today. But you never know. Lap traffic coming into play here as the 77 Michael Quick coming through the hairpin. We see some through lap down vehicles. That 23 Brandon Biggs pulling to the side, giving them plenty of room to make it pass. Four laps remaining here, Valued Alliance Racing League. Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash, Greg Thielsen up in the booth. Thank you for stopping by. If you're here live, checking out the recording. Big thank you to all our sponsors here at Fearless Broadcasting: Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Enterprise, Fearless Setup Shop, and Push the Edge. Want to give a big thank you to all of Valued Alliance Racing League's partners and sponsors: Grayson Co. Trucking, Dizzy Kills, Christian's Dream, Gem City Goon, 333 Jackson, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, McDowell Homes, Mr. Dakota Racing, and DP Creations. Thank you guys for everything that you do for this series, making it great here at Fearless Broadcasting, trying to do everything we can to try to bring you the action live. Show you some of this exciting events happening. Dakota is Greg got around here. Let's take a look at that one. Number 40 machine. Well, a little bit too slow. Oh, where is it? Come on. Through the grass here, coming through the uphill, slid the brakes. No contact, able to keep it rolling. Great job, Dakota. Right back on track. What a drive from this number 77, Michael Quick. Working his way through that lap traffic here. 2 to go once we come to the line here. Give you a quick break down through the field. That number 77, Michael Quick, out front. Give you one more rundown. Casey Wynn in that 05 battling through traffic here. Tyler Barnes getting a little help from that 67 Ben Ryan sideways, exiting that hairpin there. Jump back to that 3, Tyler Barnes. That 67 of Ben Ryan giving Tyler Barnes an absolute battle here, coming to the closing laps. 2 to go. The heat is on. The battle is getting exciting. The battle for second here. That 05, the 3, and the 67, all capable coming home second. I think Michael Quick, without one big major mistake, definitely gonna be able to take that one home. This is the battle for position here. Tyler Barnes off the track. Ben Ryan able to take the position up to third. That 05 Toyota of Casey Wynn in front of him. His only opposition to that second position. Coming to 1 lap to go across the stripe, Michael Quick, that number 77. White flag is out. White flag out here for Michael Quick in that 77. Casey Wynn, Ben Ryan battling for that second position. Don't know if it's gonna be enough. Don't think it's gonna be. Let's take a look at that battle for a second. Ben Ryan quite a few car length back from Casey Wynn in that 05 car. Coming downhill, final lap here. It's this or nothing. Ben Ryan peeking a nose there. Able to get it side by side, making some contact through the S's side by side here. Ben Ryan and Casey Wynn side by side. Ben Ryan goes around. No, they both go around. Ben Ryan unlucky in that exchange. Casey Wynn able to keep the car rolling. What a battle for that second spot. Tyler Barnes able to make his way back past Ben Ryan for that third spot. Wow, what a battle coming to the finish here. Michael Quick bringing home that checkered flag first place finish. Congratulations to that driver. Michael Quick starting on the outside of the front row, bringing that thing home. P1 here tonight, number 77 of Michael Quick. Casey Wynn coming home in that second spot in that number 05 Toyota. Best place in Toyota here tonight, representing that Toyota badge there. Back in that third spot, Tyler Barnes in that number 3 car. Started in that 7th spot, up 4 positions. He will be our biggest mover if it only counts lead lap guys. We'll see. Right. Let's go ahead and see if Michael Quick burns it down here. Do fully expect Michael Quick to go ahead and burn her down. Go ahead and bring up that finishing grid here. Michael Quick pulling up to that line. Little burnout for the Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash podium here. Tyler Barnes coming home third. Casey Wynn coming home in that second spot. Michael Quick coming home on top. We will be right back. We're going to jump to commercials, get these drivers up in the interview booth. We will be right back.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
All right, here with the driver of the 77, Michael Quick. Do you got me?
I got you, brother.
And Boss, having a great race here tonight at Sonoma for the Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash, bringing that number 77 home on the top spot here tonight. Let me know how that race went for you, Michael.
Man, it was tough first stage because Ben was very, very, very fast, and I was just trying to kind of keep him honest, at least stay within a second. But man, the 77 ride the Dente Chevy had a motor and some 4 tires, and we needed both all day. It was slipping, sliding. I think 10 laps into a run, you were, I mean, pretty much just holding on just to run like minute 16, minute 17 laps. But overall, good strategy, good race, good speed. We got it done.
Well, awesome drive there. That stage caution coming out. I do believe your pit crew was the difference there, getting you out front, getting that clean air. Ben Ryan with some bad luck getting put back behind a few cars there, making some contact. We saw he had a little run-in with Dakota Isgreg, found himself off the track, interestingly enough. But Michael Quick coming home P1. Who do you got to thank here tonight, buddy? Made it happen.
I gotta thank whoever made my computer for it being so fast, and my monitor for being so clear. And then I gotta thank John Eddie Hodges. I know he's watching tonight. That's my boy. He's my crew chief. Not really, but he does give me some advice sometimes. But yeah, great race, great day. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Michael Quick. Appreciate you stopping by the booth and giving us a little interview. Hope to see you along the rest of the season up here once again. Once again, congratulations. Have a great rest of your night. Go congratulate, Michael.
Appreciate it, man.
All right, we will grab Casey Wynn up in the booth. Hey, Casey Wynn, that driver of the number 05 car. Do you got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Buddy, bringing it home, P2 tonight. Long, arduous race. These road courses, first road course race of the season. Let me know from your point of view a little bit how that race went.
Well, first and foremost, I want to apologize to Ben Ryan. I mean, last lap we were really going at it, giving each other no space, and we were at the tightest part of the track and just came together. But all in all, man, the road course was a blast. I was an idiot and blew my car up on lap 4, so I had to pit. So I knew until the stage break, I was just going to have to drive the wheels off it and try to do the best I could, at least put me in a position for the second stage.
Wow, so what was your stage break? Did you take any tires, or did you just keep it rolling then?
I took all 4s. Thankfully, we had 2 sets. So when I blew up, I unintentionally took a set there. And so, I mean, at that point, I think I was P20 when I rolled out of the pits. And I saw whoever the leader was at the time. I knew that if I could just not get a lap down and pass some cars, or at least kind of set myself up for the second stage, I would be okay. And then I think we went 20th to 12th, I do believe. And then at the second stage, I knew my line really well. And so I knew there was like I was taking like unorthodox lines going into 1, and especially onto the downhill section. I knew if I could just set passes up there, I feel like I could have got a top 5, and then there was some misfortune up ahead of me, and some cars just kind of checked up, and here we are.
Well, what a great run there for you tonight, Casey. Congratulations there, buddy. Who do you got to thank here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank CSC Motorsports, Braden Carter, Branson Wilbur, Jason Dudley, Michael Carter, Kyle Hardy, all them guys. Velo Nicotine Pouches for always keeping me hooked up. You guys for the broadcast and the racing. And other than that, the good Lord above for letting me be here tonight.
Awesome job tonight, bringing that 05 home, P2 tonight, Casey. You have a great night, buddy. Celebrate that good finish here tonight.
Yes, sir. You too. Thank you.
All right, that driver of that number 3 car, Tyler Barnes. Do you got me, boss?
I got you, brother.
Coming home P3 tonight. Long race here around the road course around Sonoma. Give me a little perspective of how the race folded for you.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely not the fastest on the track this weekend. Yeah, I just was kind of just trying to be consistent all race and ended up in third, so that was a doozy.
Little bit of contact we saw throughout the field. Obviously, no full course cautions other than the stage break there. Were you victim to any of that unfortunate contact, or did you mostly come away on the better end of the stick on that one?
Well, after that first stage break, I was catching Dakota is Greg, and at the end of it, and then so I was trying to see what I had at the beginning of the second stage break, and I got into the curb, got loose, got into the sand, and ended up saving it. But yeah, that's about all I had. I just could not stay away from that curb tonight.
Yes, definitely one of the big things, those curves unsettling that car for quite a few drivers there tonight. But great race coming home P3 in that number 3 car, Tyler Barnes. Who do you got to thank here tonight?
My Lord and Savior, most definitely. My girlfriend for giving me the time to do this. Appreciate you for broadcasting. Couldn't do it without y'all. And all our sponsors for the league and VAR, all the admins. I appreciate everybody.
Thank you, Tyler. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great night and celebrate that P3 podium finish there, buddy. Well deserved. Good finish there, man. Have a great night.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed night.
All right, folks, wrapping up here. Greg Thielsen up in the booth for Fearless Broadcasting. That wraps up the Fearless Broadcasting Sonoma Dash here at Sonoma Raceway for the Valued Alliance Racing League and their ARCA cars. Want to give a big thank you to Fearless Broadcasting having me up in the booth. Big thank you to Valued Alliance Racing for having me up here. Thank you to all their partners and sponsors at Grace & Co. Trucking, Dizzy Kills, Christian's Dream, Gem City Goon, 333 Jackson, East Chicago Thunder Baseball, McDowell Homes, Mr. Dakota Racing, and DP Creations. Want to give a big thank you to all the partners and sponsors we have here at Fearless Broadcasting. Thank you Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Premier Racing Setups, Juicy Spider Studios, Fearless Motorsports, Fearless Broadcasting, Fearless Enterprise, and Fearless Setup Shop. Also, thank you Push the Edge. Go ahead and check all our socials out. Make sure to go stop by, get a setup over at Premier, setup over at Fearless Setup Shop. If you need some broadcasting for your league or a special event, make sure to join our Fearless Enterprise Discord. Get your broadcasting or race control needs over there. Big thank you to all the sponsors, partners. Thank you to Fearless Broadcasting, Valued Alliance Racing. This is Greg Thielsen. And again, until next time, stay fast and stay fearless.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa. Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.